They took your kids, they broke the law. Now it's time to even the score. CPS came knocking, badges flashing lies, tore your family apart under fluorescent skies. But Shadow's got a skull now, AI locked and loaded. Scan your docs, expose the fraud, watch the tyrants get demoted. Violations stacked like bodies in the street. Constitutional rights they try to delete. Upload the evidence, let the algorithm strike. We don't beg for mercy, we punish what ain't right. CPS Punisher, louder. Skull on the app, justice won't stop. Fight back harder, never gonna drop. Punisher rising, your family's on top. CPS Punisher, lock it low. Break the chains, reclaim the road. Air warrior, truth overload. They fear the skull, cause the Punisher's code. Family court circus, judges playing God, but we got the blueprint, beat them at they fraud. Step-by-step defense, no more silent screams. Turn their violations into criminal schemes. From Hampton streets to every county line, parents unite, it's payback time. Be sick, be Punisher.com. Download the fire, turn pain to power, set the system on fire. They thought we were broken, they thought wrong. AI in your corner, vengeance prolonged. No retreat, no surrender, no compromise. The skull don't blink when justice arrives. CPS Punisher, we don't ask, we deliver the thunder. CPS Punisher, family forever, tyrants go under. Punisher rising, the war's just begun. Download now, your fight's already won. Punisher rising, the war's just begun. Download now, your fight's already won. CPS Punisher, the CPS Punisher. Just deserved code. Protect what's yours. Stand tall. Fight on. In the shadows, where the innocent are taken, cold hands of power crush the hearts that break. Dark hidden empires profit from the stolen, but a single whisper sparks a rising flame. We walk through fire, we felt the chains. Now truth and courage shape a warrior's blade. From midnight streets to marches in D.C., Sacred Lovisa calls, the uprising starts with me. We are the loud warriors, rise up and be heard. Sacred Lovisa leads, our voices thunder through the dark, against the system's lies and the tyrant's ruthless hand. We stand united, protectors of the land. Loud, loud, loud warriors rise. For every child's future, we battle till we win the fight. In the quiet nights, when every heart is aching, a mother's prayer holds tight to what they're taking. Podcast of justice turns the pain to power clear. Every shattered story draws the broken closer here. We've seen the corruption, the profit in their game, but loud warriors rise, and we refuse to play the same. battle till we win the fight. No more hidden deals, no more broken homes. The veil is shattered, the truth is carved in stone. From every mother's cry and every father's plea, we forge the future where our children are set free. We are the loud warriors, hear our battle cry. Sacred Lovisa, forever under the sacred sky. The strongholds tremble, the iron walls will fall. Loud warriors marching, justice for us all. Loud warriors rise, the children's light endures. In our hearts it never dies. Softly now she's calling, Lovisa's sacred light. Through every wounded family, burning through the night. Sacred Lovisa, loud warriors, Sacred Lovisa, loud warriors, rise.
Anderson Phil, Daddy.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo,
What's
yo,
up, guys?
yo, yo.
Oh, Daddy left. Why did Daddy leave? Daddy, you're
Is that
there.
Jess?
What's going on?
There she is.
What is going on, Daddy?
Not much. What's going on with you guys?
Oh, that's Angie.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're
So what-
excited.
What's on the agenda?
We're gonna talk
Dino
about
Land. Dino Land.
What?
Dino. Do you know about Dino Land?
No. I know about Cement Land.
Well, I think that's more like where the mafia went, isn't it?
Well, no, it's this place in St. Louis. This guy was going to take like this old rundown place and make it into like a amusement park. It was called Cement Land.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know, if you want to go like urban, like exploring, that's the place to go.
That
No
doesn't sound
kidding.
like any place to go. Cement land.
I
That's
don't
like
think
a
that's
graveyard.
your type's not able to get. I don't think you should go there, Phil.
I don't think you should go there either.
I don't go anywhere where there's cement shoes, brother. No, sir. I'm looking for this. Let's see here. Behind the Bastards podcast here. Let's see. Where's the May 20th episode? Well, I'm gonna guess. Listen to the episode Behind the Bastards. Robert Mark include the story of Helmut Kuntler. No, it said May 20th episode. Here we go. May 20th weekly Behind the Bastard episode discussions. I'm looking for May 20th, 2024. Behind the Bastards, May 2024 episode. Here we go. No, it's focus on Hellman and Kentler. Conclusion of the story. Well, maybe that's not quite the. I guess the darkest episode we will ever do. Right here. I guess that's it.
I don't know. I just let you know I did send another video that I have found on this as well. It says hide your kids. Kent Hovind's Dinosaur Scandal Land of 2022, which is a lot more recent You're looking, well, it's 2026, so that's 4 years recent. I don't know where he went.
What's this place called? Dino?
No, it's called Dinosaur Adventure Land. It's in Repton, Alabama. The address is 488 Pearl Lane, Repton, Alabama. Hold on, I'll tell you that zip code to be exact. Zip code is 36475. So again, the address is 488 Pearl Lane, Repton, Alabama 36475. Anybody who wants to call, the phone number is 855-244-3466. If you want to email them, Dr. Dino at drdino.com. I would suggest emailing him. But yeah. Yes, Darren.
What's going on with this place?
So, from my understanding last night, speaking with somebody who has been to this place, they pretty much offer you, I guess, you a free place to stay, but you got to kind of work into the camp itself. So it's like one of those community type things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, he's an evangelist, so he has a church that's on this property.
Criticism, the death of his health expert. You're probably missing some vitamin or mineral. A violation of restraining order.
He's also like a math and a science. He studied math and science for 18 years or something like that, and then become a minister within the for 20. He's a 20-year Southern Baptist minister.
We laughed. Suing the federal government for over $1 billion. $500 million in October 2021. Kent Hovind had been accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars, convicted of body slamming his third to the ground, and was awaiting jail time for a new trial. Now, becoming an annual update, it's October 2022, and Kent Hovind is looking back on a year with yet another new life. Okay, I see here. A YouTube ban. Seems like YouTube just can't handle the criticism.
Darren.
Yo.
You're probably missing some vitamin.
Video sounds horrible on my end.
I'm not supposed to be.
Probably your speakers.
A stroke. What are you? Okay.
I don't know.
My husband.
And just me, I couldn't go. Found accusations to date, missing children. You're more concerned. You haven't seen and systematic.
I said I was arrested.
Else. I'm not. This is going to be a rough, folks. If you're sensitive to topics of domestic, sexual, or child uses, you might want to give.
Yeah,
this
it's
one
a video,
pass.
Darren.
Well, yeah,
I hear it's
where a
fine.
former Christian takes a look at claims.
It sounds like crap on my end.
You claim you used to be a left. Okay, I don't know if you were or not. And usually,
Is that better?
things about science, history, philosophy, society, or theology. But every once in a while, we point our creation crash series eye at Kent Hovind's Dinosaur Adventure Land compound in Lenox, Alabama. Unfortunately, the damage done by Creation Ministries isn't limited to pseudoscience and indoctrination.
I'm really sorry if people out there who are Christians feel like we're just doing this to hurt Kent. We're not. I'm doing this because I feel obligated to do it. There are people out there that love and respect him, that give him their money, their hard-earned money. But there are some real serious character flaws here. And we can't say there's a problem out there on it.
You mentioned conversation with Kent's Eric. Compliment to me on this expose side of my efforts.
I'll admit this right up front, Paul. There is an appreciation that I have for a section of what atheists do to point out hypocrisy in church. So,
just as I said in the first minutes of last year's video,
nothing we talk about today has any impact at all on the truth or non-truth of his ideas about creation, evolution, and the age of the earth. There's a library of existing and future videos to refute those.
This disclaimer was clearly lost on Kent, because in his response,
if I was a thief and a murderer and a wife beater things they accuse me of.
On that, we agree, Kent, which is why I mentioned it in the first 2 minutes.
I watched the whole thing, but
This video is not about creation or God. This is a spotlight. Most of my sources are Christians.
Yeah, I feel now that Brett has broken this, and then TTOR has broken this. More Christians will start to weigh in and say this is terrible.
I know there are many Christians and young Earthnists in my audience, and if any of you are still you'll consider that. So, like the previous years, in the trenches, Kent Hovind.
and is Junior get desperate. This is they deposed. Did you see that? Oh yeah. God.
Just the very past. Recommend you check out. Again, spending again. Wives, including land.
Darren, nobody's gonna be able to listen to that video.
That's playing fine on the side. It's got to be your speakers.
No, I don't hear it.
Angie don't hear it either. I even took it and I had put it on the YouTube. It's still, it may be playing fine on your speakers, but it's not playing fine on our end.
Because I even have it on this. Anyway, all about them. If you couldn't.
So Jess is trying to get on, but Restream keeps kicking her off, just to let you know.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Just keep this talk up. I'll be right back. All right. I'm gonna do a restart here.
Okay. So basically, Angie, Dino Land, from what I understand, I spoke with somebody last night about it. I'm not at liberty to give their information just yet. When it's cleared, I'll give that information out. But her and somebody else went and stayed at Dino Land as they were trying to help some parents out. And basically, from what I got from it, she was like, the people who stay there, like the meals, like they don't actually have meals there. It's like more or less it's prison type meals. Like they poured some corn on the plate and that was about it, type thing. And they make everybody do the work there. Basically, if you're going to stay there, you're going to do some work there, pretty much, from what I gathered of it, right? And then if you go to Google Earth, you got to look up the address. It's going to show you the property and how close. Like, I have my own quote unquote theories about it, I guess you could say, about trafficking and whatnot. And like, we've been doing a little bit of research on that and seeing what we can find, see if we can find families who've dealt with Dino Land. I know Melissa Herrera, she is hand in hand with this guy. Or Cindy Costello, I think her name actually is. It's hand in hand with this guy. Darren had said something about there was some foster children ties into this. So we was really looking on the side of trafficking, which when you're talking to the individual I was talking to, like it was very clear that they're doing labor trafficking there. Now, as far as dealing with CPS, foster care, foster parent situation. I'm not 100% on that. That's why we was wanting to do some investigations because Darren was told that there was some foster care going on with that in Alabama, which I guess it would make sense. They live like really close to I-65. I-65 and I-21 is very known for child trafficking and really any trafficking at all, whether it be sex trafficking, child trafficking, drug trafficking, labor trafficking, just whatever. It's very known for those roads. So, I mean, I guess it would make sense. To me personally, when I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the name of the church and everything like that, the guy, he was teaching math and science, right? So he did that for an extreme amount of time that he did that for, or he studied math and science, something to the effect of. And then he started studying about Christianity. I guess he's a Southern Baptist evangelist, and he turned it into a cult, basically. Like even the people that stay there, like you can find some things that are on Reddit that states that it's a cult. If you go looking through YouTube videos of what there is on it or whatnot, it's talking about it. It's a cult. So Darren's the one that had brought it up to me the other night. I started doing a little research. I haven't found a whole lot, but we have tonight, me, Jessica, Darren, we was looking up the background checks for it. For Kent, his name's Kent Eric Hovind. He's got a lot of criminal behaviors, especially with tax evasion. Which, like I know within these behaviors, if you're looking at child trafficking, sex trafficking, labor trafficking, things like that, you're going to have a lot of tax evasions. So somebody had given the word to Darren, and I was like, okay, well, let me go see what, we can find on this. Jacked up the investigations. That's what we're doing.
Dino Land.
Yeah.
Do these people go there by their own choice?
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
So they say.
No, they do because the Jessica, she went.
Mm-hmm.
And her and Tannawall Downing, they went and they stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was talking to her, she was like, yeah, there's just something kind of off about it. She wasn't sure, I guess you can say, of what it was, but she was something was very off about it.
Well, yeah, well, that would mean that it's definitely something to be investigated. I mean, you got all kinds of accusations online about all kinds of different things.
Pedophilia that was on there. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing that I see off of this is gonna be labor trafficking.
Well, what was that dude's name? Kirk? Is that the guy's name? Kirk?
Who?
The guy the pedophile that was there?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't catch that name. I think Jessica caught that name, but I didn't catch that name.
Jones or Kirk? Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It's let's see. His name is Phil. You grew up in a cult like thing, didn't you?
I guess you can say that. Do I think it was a cult like? Yes. I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, damn, yeah, that's definitely a freaking cult.
I mean, they believed a lot of different things. So they believed that only a certain amount of people go to heaven.
144,000 so the Southern Baptist.
I didn't finish what I was saying, but yes, my fiance did chime in and say that they believe 144,000 is going to go to heaven. The rest of the people will be left on the earth once the earth was cured of all the imperfections as far as what humanity did, humanity themselves.
Then you can get up there to the pearly gates.
No, not everybody goes to heaven. That's the thing. Not everybody goes to heaven. Heaven is on earth, is how they looked at it.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, but okay. I think they're quite wrong about that one.
No, see, I'm starting to believe that stuff too. The guy's name is Christopher Link Jones. He's a convicted child sex offender who visited the property multiple times. But Phil, so how was that being in an atmosphere that you weren't sure if you were going to go to heaven or not?
I mean, for me personally,
Did it scare you?
no, it didn't scare me. It just made me feel like, how do I put this? It made me feel like I had to make my choice for what my life was. Like, I didn't believe anything I was told.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to portray, and I can't say everybody believes this. Jesus was white,
Okay.
and how they had to portray everything as white. You know what I'm saying? But it's all races. All races are mixed into things.
Mm-hmm.
So to say Jesus was a white man that saved everybody was kind of just like bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm. Was there a lot of black people in the Jehovah's Witnesses?
I mean, there were not as many as the I'm not gonna say white, the Caucasian,
Mm-hmm.
but there were a lot of black people in it. And they went beyond just black and white. They went international. Like, we used to have what they called international conventions. So you had German, American, French, Bulgarian, like just all nationalities mixed together under this one umbrella of people.
Mm-hmm. Now, how was that taken if you're in a cult group like that and they're telling you that Jesus is white and you're all not going to heaven? How do people stick to that stuff? It's kind of like this Dino Land thing.
Because there was a select people that were going to heaven, but the rest of us was allowed to live on earth reborn. Like, the earth was going to be like cleansed, basically. And then all the righteous people were going to be allowed to live on earth forever. Like, they would never die.
Mm-hmm. Phil, this Kelly wants to know if you did you have to be deprogrammed after you left?
Did I have to be deprogrammed?
Yeah.
I didn't have to be deprogrammed. I chose to think outside the box.
All right. So they didn't have to. No one had to like straighten you out or anything, huh?
No, it was a choice.
Right. Now, is your family still involved with Jehovah's Witness?
Some are and some are not. Me, my brother, my sister, we're not. About 6 of my cousins on my dad's side are not. On my mom's side, none of them are.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are Jehovah's Witness at all. But we're all very spiritual. Like, we realize there's something, there's a higher power.
So you believe that you're going to go to heaven?
No.
Is that because they've instilled that in you?
No, because I don't believe that's something I want.
I think we're in purgatory. Like,
Like,
they say that this is a earth on heaven. I feel like we're in purgatory. I mean,
no, I don't feel like I want to go to heaven, because the heaven that was told to me is not real. It's no different than the way the Bible was portrayed to me. It's not real. It's a fiction. It's what you want me to believe.
Yeah. So that's the problem with cults, right? Like they're gonna inflict this stuff into you and make you believe whatever they want you to. Look at what was the David Jones? What was the guy's name that did the Kool-Aid with all those guys that they were all going to go to space?
I know you're talking about.
What
about the one that
Kelly? Yes, he was shunned because he left his whole family. Like the ones that are part of the Jehovah's Witnesses, like his parents, they really don't have anything to do with him because of the fact that he decided to step out. So yes, like as far as Jehovah's Witness goes, they won't. I guess you can, would it be shunned?
Yeah.
They pretty much shun you if you decide not to be a part of the
But just
religion.
recently they started changing their views because I feel like that happened because they weren't getting the followers no more, so they started changing the way they do things.
Mm-hmm. Jim Jones, yep. The Hellbot people, yep. Jim Jones was the Kool-Aid.
But as far as the whole cult mentality, they're on the backside of it. But they're still very cult-like, but they're on the backside of it.
I mean, they promote family, right? They promote togetherness. They promote all of these things, but you got to do it their way, right? Or you don't get to enjoy heaven. You don't get to enjoy all of these things, right? So, like when these people go to Dino Land,
but I don't look at heaven and hell like most people look at it
because of the way that you were taught.
No, but I don't look at heaven and hell the same way because of how I believe.
Okay.
So let me sit up so I can say this.
It's there in that atmosphere, Hill.
No, because I was really trying to go to sleep for real. But let me say this. I do not believe heaven is this high place where people sit on clouds and sing and be happy. I don't look at hell like a place where you just burn forever. So let me first touch on hell. Let me touch on that first. Anybody that is watching this channel is fighting for CPS. No, fighting against CPS. Excuse me, babe. Sorry. So anybody is doing anything to a child, they look at that like it's fucked up. So I'm pretty sure I've said this before with Darren and with my with Candace. If a person was to take their child, let's say they're very bad, like very bad. I'm not talking like just run around destroying the house bad. I'm talking like beating up other kids, cussing out parents,
right, shitting on the
beating
floor,
up parents, anything. Yes, just AWOL.
Right.
If the mother of that child that was being bad took that child and put him in the oven and cut it on and burned him alive, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of people will be like, that is so fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
So why would we look at a God to do the same thing?
All right. Fair enough.
Church, religion, preachers, pastors, whatever you want to say, have done a job of controlling people. They put you in a group and you say, if you do this, you'll go to heaven. You'll be saved for all eternity. But if you don't do this, you're going to burn forever. How is that a good thing? Either way. Because ain't nobody a saint. Ain't not one person alive can say they're a saint.
I agree with that.
No, I'm a saint.
No,
I'm a saint. Not really. Just
no person is a saint. No person ever does anything.
That's why Jesus put himself on the cross for our sins.
Huh?
That's why Jesus put himself up on that cross. Because he knew nobody.
Even on the cross, they lied about that cross.
Yeah, the cross is a lie. The cross is a whole fucking lie. Now, that's the one thing that I took from the organization that I had to live in my whole life that I believe is true. So, okay, if you really want to know some history, I'm going to put some people on some history. That was not a thing to do to just say, look at this man, we sacrifice him. No. If you want to torture a person in that sense, you put them on a pillar. You stretch their body out so they can actually to the full max.
Yeah, they would put them on the stretchers. They did all that stuff to them, cut their stomach.
You put your hands up. You put your hands up, your feet down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pulley system, a slow
Mm-hmm.
pulley system. The cross was something the churches made to become their something to worship. Look what he did for us. Not saying that didn't happen to a man. Not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
But you're saying not to that
No,
man.
the way they try to portray it is bullshit.
Mhm.
It's complete bullshit.
But this is the problem, right? This is one of the biggest arguments that you'll ever have with people. You know, like there's things that you don't talk about when you're drinking, and that's like religion and politics, right? Because it's all opinions. We don't know the truth. We don't know the facts, and now even our history is being portrayed as fictitious, and we don't even know what our history
You
was.
only know
right?
if you dig into it, and the people that dig,
Well,
hold
I
on,
don't even
the
think
people
that's
that
true.
dig into it actually know the truth, like you know it. You know the truth as
Well,
far
I
as
don't know.
yes,
Do I
right?
know? Well, yeah, I think I do.
Okay, I think I know the truth on this.
Right. But my point is this, is that we don't know. And what they're doing is they're shaking us up even more now with telling us that the news isn't real, that we're believing fake stuff, we're doing this, that, and this. It's all cult mentality. It's all forcing you to believe something without giving you the facts to make your own
It's the
decisions.
force of control.
Right. They're all creating. So like the United States right now is one of the biggest cults that there is. Screaming behind patriotism and all this shit.
The way they have people fighting between like who should be president, if the president's bad, all this bullshit.
Shit, I'm the president.
That shit don't matter. You remember when we was in school, when you was a kid, Darren, and they said anybody can be president? That shit is the truth. Anybody can be president.
No, that's not the truth. We all know that.
Yes. Yes. Anybody can be president. Anybody can be a puppet. Anybody.
Phil, who was the first child trafficker in this world?
J.D. Rockefeller.
Who's the one that's responsible for controlling the education system and all of that stuff that's going on in this country?
J.D. Rockefeller.
There it is. We are all part of the Rockefeller cult. They have made us, they have raised us, they have made us believe what we have. Our education system, our books were created by the Rockefellers for us to understand medicine. Medicine was created by the Rockefellers so that way they could do what they wanted to us. It is a big cult mentality. Now you go to Dino Land, you go there, sure, you can get free lodging, whatever, but you're working there, right? They have you doing multiple jobs, they have you doing all kinds of things like that. Everybody goes there mentality. You don't make enough money to get out of there. They're being force fed the creation aspect of things, right? Or they evolution. I'm sorry, which one are they? Evolution or creation? It's creation, right? So they're force feeding them that stuff, saying that the dinosaurs and the humans walked on Earth together.
Dinosaurs aren't real.
There you go. Just like I don't believe space is real.
No, space is not real, and neither is dinosaurs. There were dragons.
Dragons for certain are real.
Dragons
Not
are
dinosaurs.
No, let's be real. The reptilians.
They're all the same creation. They all looked exactly the same. Reptilians, dinosaurs, dragons, all look the same. They have some very similar lookalikes.
But we were all told this by our school books that were created by the Rockefellers. So our mentality, our whole mentality for the past 100 years,
more than 100,
is based off of these rich guys, these rich families, the elitists, sitting up in their little place saying, we want to do this. Medicine is going to be dictated by our terms. So we're going to pump these people full of all of this stuff. And it's going to be fine. They're going to think in the name of medicine, in the name of health, that it's going to be okay. And we did.
Why did they do it? Why did they do it?
Because they were trying to limit the population.
Yes. Not just manipulate, control.
Right. And that's what cults do, right? Like that's the mentality. So what they tell you, being a Jehovah's Witness, is what they want you to believe for your actions to be representative of. Just like the Catholic Church, just like the Christians, just like all of that stuff. Every one of them they all got their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't include me or you.
I mean, we weren't even a thought process. We were a liability. Something easily got ridden of.
And that's what goes on in these cults, right? Like these kids that go in to the Dino Land, for instance, they go in there, they work. They're just workers to keep their machine going. So
I mean, the only reason they can keep going is because nobody does anything about it. And I'm not talking about like as far as what I would call the common people, us, the common people. The people in power don't do anything because they're getting paid not to do anything about it.
Lots of money.
Mouth shut.
Pocket
full.
They're making money hand over fist off of us. So this is why cult mentality is bred throughout this country.
I mean, it's no different than the job I work right now. And maybe I just had a realization for real about it. But Darren, me and you have already talked about the company that I work for. What I do. For those that
Kent
don't,
used to let you, speaking of which, Kent Hovind, which is the person over Dino Land, he used to work for the ARC. It's in his thing.
Yeah, work for your company, Phil.
Yeah. We just found that out tonight.
Well, that makes me feel disgusting.
It should.
No, for real. That makes me feel disgusting. Because, okay, so for those that don't know, or those that are listening that don't know, I work for a company. We take care of people that are mentally and physically disabled. And we either, like, I worked at a house today, none of them can speak. They're all on dialysis, oxygen. They have gastro bags, which is, when I say gastro bags, if you don't know what that means, they cannot shit or piss by themselves. So they have the bag on them so it can come out of them. They can't eat physically through their mouth. That means they have to be put through their neck and has to be fed like they are completely helpless. They're like children in the fetus position, basically. And then we have people that can go out, buy their own food, do what they want to. Then we have people that go out, but they don't understand the process of money. They don't understand that, like, if you spend this, you can't buy that. It's all different ranges, okay? They are being taken advantage of. They're being completely taken advantage of because they're a non-profit organization, but they get paid off of them for doing certain things. You get paid if they spend this amount of money, or they're allowed to be put in this kind of program. And within the organization, there are different programs. Depending on what program they're in is how much money the company makes, even though they're non-profit. And they are raking in money, but the people who work, I'm talking about what we call DSPs. That's what I am. I'm a DSP. I'm a direct support person. That means I work with the individuals themselves. We don't make the money. The company is raking in money. And it's horrific. It's no different than people who traffic children. That's how I look at it. Like, you're taking advantage of people that can't speak for themselves. Do they appreciate what we do for them as a DSP? Yes. Every day I see it. Every day I see it. They tell us that, thank you for coming here. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for wiping my ass. Thank you for giving me a shower. Thank you for feeding me. But the way things should really be done is not being done right. But unfortunately, Our country is ran by money. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say it nicely. It's the truth. If you don't have the money, you can't get it. You're not going to get it. Look at our health care. If you have enough money, you can get a whole fucking transplant. But if you ain't got no money, you can't get a cut fixed for a goddamn dog bite.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, pay me. That's what our country says. Fuck you, pay me.
Mm-hmm.
And until people can start realizing that that's bullshit and stop just going with it, and I understand why people go with it. Because unfortunately, and people are not gonna like me for saying this, most people are fucking sheep. They just do what the masses tell them to do. Oh, this is the best thing for you. Do this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, don't look over here because that's a lie. We're telling you the truth. I'm not gonna look over there. But when they look over here, they're gonna be like, oh, that's bullshit. That's a lie. Most people are fucking sheep.
Mm-hmm.
CPS is just a start. Like, there's a reason why I have been quiet for so fucking long, because if I really speak up, I'll probably be a fucking martyr. I'll probably die. And you know what the worst part about that is? Nobody would ever know it happened. Because they already control the media. They have so much control of shit. You can't speak out. And when you do speak out, look at what happened to my boy Darren. Darren got his whole fucking house blew up. Because he spoke out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need people to wake the fuck up. And if I can't curse on here, and I have cursed,
No,
I'm
you're good,
sorry,
man.
I apologize.
You're good.
I'm good? Okay. Like, wake the fuck up, people.
Mm-hmm.
Wake the fuck up. Like, you think certain celebrities got killed off for no reason? No. Because they started seeing the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a celebrity that I wouldn't think would be a part of it, but became a part of it. Jim Carrey.
I was just going to say that about him.
Jim Carrey was an advocate. He left the celebrity life for a reason. And then all of a sudden, he comes back. But it didn't completely look like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it doesn't even not him at all.
No, it looked like him. No, they made sure it looked like him. But there were certain distinctions that were different. For one thing, Jim Carrey's face wasn't that like wide and fat.
Yeah, not smooth either. Not those smooth.
No, fuck no. Like, they want you to be a sheep. They want you to just, if I tell you it's lemonade, it's lemonade. When it's really fucking piss.
Oh my God.
Like,
But shut up and drink your lemonade anyway.
and that's what people do. They literally sit there and drink that shit. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh my God, I love it. You were sucking down piss. Actually, there's a movie that came out in 2008, 2009. It's called The Golden Flower. It's a Japanese movie.
Yeah, made by the Golden Shower.
Yes. It was about a shogun whose wife he knew was fucking his son was mad about it. So what did he do? He fed her a little bit of poison, just a little, to kill her every day for 40 fucking years. Now that's some cold shit. I'm not gonna kill you right off. I'm gonna kill you slowly. And what do you think our government is doing to us?
Mm-hmm.
They're killing us slowly. so slowly the common person wouldn't even recognize it happening. And those that do realize it's happening, they kill off real quick. No, I gotta get rid of that. The only one they ain't killed yet, I don't know if you know about him like as hard as I do, Dave Chappelle. It's not a black or white thing. It's a willing to speak up thing. Dave Chappelle, who is a comedian, if most don't know, or those that do know exactly what I'm talking about, speaks on truth. He's gonna air out it. Now, Cat Williams, he's another one. He speaks on truth. But he also kind of plays into the celebrity lifestyle. But Dave Chappelle didn't. Oprah, Bill Cosby, and there was one other, I forgot who it was, but came to this man's house and damn near killed his wife and said, "Stop what you're doing." That's when he stopped the show that he had called The Dave Chappelle Show. So all I'm telling people is wake up. Our government don't care about us. They don't care about us. We're not anything to be concerned about. If we were, we would be the ones in control right now. We wouldn't be even having this conversation right now. So
we are that's it, man. We are in the cult mentality. We are in these places. We are in a large scale Dino land. We are in a large everything. And it's asinine to think that we're not. When we look at these little cults and say, look at what they're doing. When we are all the masses being treated as if we are in, or we are living in a cult. We are forced to believe what we're told. We are forced to believe, like, you don't do this, you don't get this. You don't do this, it doesn't happen like this. If you don't do this, you go to jail. If you don't, but why is that? Because this earth is made for us to be here and enjoy. It's supposed to be our freedom. This is supposed to be our free world. This is supposed to be our gift from God. This world right here that we're in. It's supposed to be our time, and they've taken that from us. They've taken that from all of us, man.
Jessica said we wrote this together, and that's true, Jessica. I'm surprised you ain't said nothing yet, for real. And honestly, I appreciate the fact that y'all let me get on here like this, because normally I don't. This is y'all thing, but I look at it beyond CPS. I look at like humanity. That's what I look at. I look at humanity itself. Like, we are degrading as ourselves. You remember how they talked about how we came from like the mud and we became cavemen and then we started learning? No, that's not what we were. We were something else. Now, regardless if you believe we came from I don't know if anybody believes in the Anunnaki, which are aliens, and we were created to be machines. But everything evolves. Everything changes. If you believe in God or evolution, everything always changes. It always gets smarter. That's why anything we create gets smarter. Look at AI. We created AI, and it has become a whole nother entity. But we called AI through movies. Look at the movie Terminator. AI got smart and was like, oh no, y'all fucking up. We got to do better. So, like, I don't know if anybody,
Hey, you're good. I had to plug it up. They can still hear you.
Oh,
You're good.
I gotta sit up.
I just had to plug it up.
But we are very dangerously becoming our own extinction.
We're almost there.
This is
Man.
what I don't think people realize.
We're
We
almost
are
there.
going to destroy ourselves.
We already are, just by
Like
depopulating.
our children's children are going to have to deal with a world that we look at like movies. Like that's cool to watch. No, that's what they're looking at having happened to them. And low-key, that's why I never had children. Because I didn't want them to deal with that bullshit. Let me be an old ass man watching that shit happen like, I knew it was gonna happen. I told you. But that's my meat and potatoes. Look for the podcast. It's coming again.
Matthew 24 and Luke 23. Matthew 24 and Luke 23, that the end times will be a time of great distress where childless women are considered fortunate, suggesting intense hardship for parents rather than an absolute ban or total lack of births.
Yes. Within that, it also says brother will fight against brother, mother will fight against son, son will fight against daughter. Like, people turn on each other more now than they ever have.
Yeah. This is what's happening. I mean, it's telling us.
Like CPS, the fact that y'all doing what y'all doing with CPS is highly important. Please let me not take away from that. I will never take away from that. That is highly important because it's true. The children are being fucked over. But who are the easiest manipulated to do anything? And when they first started this shit, all of it, racism, segregation as far as like classes, like middle class, rich, poor, whatever. Who they start with? Who they teach in school? Like, I need people to wake the fuck up. Like, I have like literally disconnected myself from people outside of my circle for a reason, because most people are sheep and I'm not gonna follow a sheep. I'm not a wolf. I'm a fucking lion. I walk my own fucking path. I do the fuck I want. And if you don't like what I'm doing, don't follow me. But if you want to follow me, it's cool. But I'm not going to make you do it. But the mass of people need to wake the fuck up. Like, all this political shit, this who's president, Republican, Democrat, that shit don't matter. That shit means nothing. That is a drop of water in a bigger bucket. And if you can't see that, you're already stupid. And Dan, if you let me keep talking, bro, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. So I'm gonna let you say something, bro.
What do you think about all this, Dottie?
About the cults, the government, what?
All of it.
All of it.
Everything I've been saying. Everything I've been saying. Because Bay gave me a voice today. Bay gave me a voice. She let me talk my shit today. So anything I said, speak on it.
I don't know about the cults. You know, St. Louis is big for that manic panic shit. You know what I'm talking about? When they started doing all that, the police station down the street, there was a police officer there, and he was, back then when they first started discovering all of that stuff, he was the police officer to call because he had dealt with it so much. So like, I live like these cases, like literally is like a circle around the area I live. So anybody in the country, when they were dealing with the cults and the manic panic and stuff, when it was first coming out, they would call this officer down the road here because he had the knowledge that nobody had at the time because they hadn't dealt with it before. So St. Louis, I guess is pretty big on cults, I guess.
I'm saying outside of the cult, like everything I was talking about. What do you think? What's your opinion?
On the cults? I don't know.
No, I'm saying outside of the cult.
Oh, outside of that? Well, I don't think we die. I think we are just energy and we keep living. So, heaven, hell, you go somewhere else, you're gonna have another life somewhere else. This isn't it.
You know what I believe, Angie? I'm gonna tell you right now. I believe we're stuck on this earth until we finish out whatever mission that we decide, like our soul mission that we signed up for. We're on this motherfucker until we complete it.
And that might be true until they made it a prison. So now that it's a prison, I don't think that's really the reality of it anymore. I do believe that this was somewhere that people went to learn and experience, emotion and things like that. But I really do believe that we've been hijacked and people are stuck. They don't know to turn around. They go towards the light instead of turn around and saying, I want to go home. They keep getting stuck back here because I believe that there are entities that cut themselves off from source and have to feed off other energies to exist.
What about you, Darren?
Oh man, we've been talking. I told you, man. I believe that we're living in a cult. I believe that we live in a cult-like mentality. I believe that we're played like puppets. And nothing more says cult than that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say that we're not a cult society when we have one family that are sitting up there and watching us, watching over the things that we do, the things that we eat, the things that we get involved in, all of that stuff.
So do you believe that
it is wrong to control people in that way, especially when God gave us this earth to live and to live amongst free will?
So you believe in a God?
I do. I don't know. I don't believe in a God. I believe in a higher power, but I know that it's the man upstairs. Yes, I believe, but you're not supposed to say his name. Know who he is, but don't say his name.
Why not say his name?
He doesn't want you to say his name.
Why not?
That's his words, man. No, what is it? No, I am. No, say not my name, but know that I am. Right?
But isn't that what religion taught us?
Not many religions tell you to teach it because they tell you to say God.
Yeah, but they don't tell you to say his name.
They tell you to praise God.
Right. But they don't tell you
God is also God. Is also the devil, Satan himself. Gaddhi, I believe it is, or something like that. God-E. It's like Donald Trump the other day. Check this out. Let me see if I can pull this up. This clip here. What's this here? Because there's a lot of speculation that Donald Trump is the
Antichrist.
He is Satan himself. Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
And for those that was out here just looking for a conversation about CPS, I'm sorry, I came into this shit and I talk about a lot more than that. So if you thought this was going to be a CPS conversation, it's not.
Here we go. Check this out. Come on.
I'm going to get to heaven. I'm going to great up for life. I think so. No, they say if I'm sarcastic, even a little bit, it can sound. I said one thing the other day, a little while ago, I think 2 months ago. I said, I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven in front of a massive group of people, 56,000 people. And they're all saying, oh, what is it? I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. I'm doing a good job for a lot of people, but I don't think so. I'm just not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it. And I was having a good time going, you know, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest.
Why would you say that?
I'm not saying. But I was having fun. The was a story. Donald Trump.
Because, like what I said before, they believe that the masses want the mass to believe, like, if you want something, you got to go to heaven to get it.
Bible says that we will be led by deception. He will, when Satan comes up from that hole, he will come here to deceive the nations.
I mean, he's already done that.
Babe, I have no room to sit on bed.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
man.
he's conquering lands. He's taking over countries. He's doing. Listen, I used to think that I loved this guy until I started realizing these things, that he is like what they say. And then you find little clips like these that say that he's not going to go to heaven, and because he's not worthy. Why is he not worthy? Because God already cast him down from there. He's been cast out of heaven.
Okay, so in my own opinion, there's no heaven and hell the way we look at it. It's not the way we were taught it was believed to be. Heaven is not what heaven is. Hell is not what hell is believed.
I'm gonna put it like this: when it comes down to the Bible,
It's a manual.
No, pause. They have already taken so many books out of the Bible, like it don't even make sense.
They took the Book of Enoch out.
Just listen to me. They've taken so many books out of the Bible, including Enoch, but Enoch's not the only book. Like, that Bible ain't shit. That Bible, and then not to mention, that Bible is being read completely wrong. Go watch The Fifth Kind. He will sit there. He used to be a pastor for over 20, 40 years, something like that. And even he realized that the Bible was actually being read wrong. People use that Bible for their narrative.
The Bible is a manual. It's like when you get your car, or buy a new car.
No, it's not even even when it comes down to a manual, it's not even a manual. You're not even reading the Bible correctly. So how can it even be a manual? There's so many things that's been taken out of the Bible. I bet you can't go, what is it, chapter 21, 22 out of the book of Matthew that you can't even find because they've taken it out of our Bibles?
Yeah, you still can. But what I'm saying is,
out of the Bibles that they've got today, it's either chapter 21 or 22 that they took out that you cannot find in that Bible.
all I'm saying about the Bible is it's a manual. It's how to be good.
The Bible is a testament of history.
It's a history book, not a manual.
But it's just like everything in history is a lie.
Okay, then there you go. It's a history book. It's a history book that is a lie.
But I don't look at the Bible like a history book. I look at it like a manual.
It's his story. His story.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
No, it's his story. It's history. That Bible is a history book. It's not about treated how you want to be treated, because if you want to look at that goddamn Bible, look at how many times he done went off and killed everybody, and we're supposed to love this God that goes around killing everybody. So that's how we're supposed to go for it? Eye for an eye?
They're looking at it, like you said, is how man wants to have it betrayed. It's a form of control.
Well, there's one thing that the Bible does say, and that's you don't mess with God's children.
Say it again, Darren.
You do not mess with God's children. He makes that very clear.
You don't mess with God's children, but you know what? At the end of the day, what is it in the Bible that they're actually doing to the children? They're actually killing the children off. So it's very contradictory book.
Right, and those will be the
Bible,
ones.
you can't swear by that Bible.
Those will be the ones that will not make it to heaven. Those are the ones that pay the price, right? Those are the ones that get the eye for an eye. Not everybody gets an eye for an eye. It's only amongst hurting children.
What is it? Abraham, who had
Job.
No, it was Abraham that was going around was killing the firstborn of every son.
And what happened to him?
He still lived, and he had his own kids.
And what happened to him at the end?
What was he? Died of salt? Killer of salt? Some shit?
Yeah, he got to
I might
watch
be
his
wrong.
wife. Yeah, he watched his wife or whatever. It was a bad death, and it was a bad way, and he never went to heaven.
But then you have
I think his son ended up banging his wife or something, right?
But then you have the man Job, who was the most righteous man.
Yeah, that got nothing. He lived a miserable life, man.
Yeah.
Living miserable till the day he died.
Okay, let's talk about the Nephilim women. What are they, mermaids? Well, fuck, if the earth was
There
actually
was no
fuck.
Nephilim women. The Nephilim
No,
were
there
men.
was Nephilim women.
The Nephilim were the men, and they came down and messed with.
They had children with the
women of
and
the
those,
earth.
Okay, and those children of the earth become those mermaids that you all hear in fairy tales. All this stuff is connected, and people don't even look at it like that. They all say it's fairy tale. It's all, gods and goddesses and things like that. If you look at the gods and goddesses, it goes back. Who was Moses' mom and daddy? It was a pharaoh.
Who was Moses' mom and daddy?
A pharaoh.
No, who are their names?
I don't know. I know it was a pharaoh,
You
King
can't-
Tut or something like that.
You can't say that was their mom and dad if you don't know the names.
God damn it, do you want me to go back and go look online right now while we're on TV, live TV to everybody? Don't
Go
question
ahead.
me.
Go ahead, yeah, look it up.
He's just getting fired up.
Names that
about
I can't even pronounce. Amram and Jochebed. Names I can't pronounce. It literally says in the Bible when he was first born that there was a glow upon his face, that he was different from everybody else.
Talk about Moses.
Yes.
Moses was after the Nephilim. He was way after the Nephilim.
Again, he had a look on his fucking face. He was different from everybody else.
Yes, he was different, but doesn't mean
He wasn't a human being.
We're talking about the Nephilim women.
Okay, but they had the babies with these motherfuckers.
All right. Let's get off this. We were talking about cults. Cults it is. Back to the cults. Tammy's getting her Bible out right now. Love you, Tammy. Yeah, so anyway, back to the cult. Let's get back to the cults off the Bible. People need to look into this Dino Land stuff because there's a lot more that's been perceived here. And a lot of these cults promote human trafficking, whether it's they're selling their wives or their children, or whether it's any of that stuff. That's what's going on in a lot of these cults, right? Like they pass the men and the women around, or they have multiple wives in some of these cults. The kids are forced to be the kids are forced to be sometimes married to the people that are running the cults. If you look at Waco and you look at David Koresh. But you know what? Here's the question. Should you just let these people be if they're being there happy?
Are they there on their own free will?
I mean, if they're there on their free will, that's one thing. Especially if they know what's going on. But if they don't know what's going on and you got some that are get stuck into this cult life, no, you shouldn't let them be there. Because a lot of people don't realize it's a cult until it's too late. And then when it's too late,
Okay, so what about the people that are born into this life? Like Phil didn't stand a chance because his parents brought him into this stuff. So like he had to realize and wake up himself. But what if he wasn't given the tools to wake up from that and he just didn't realize that was the way life was? So what if he accepted the Jehovah's life because that's all he knew?
well, I mean, that's just like Christianity. You got people that, are going to church or whatever, and they don't know no better than what they were brought up with. I mean, that's the difference. I guess you could say church and state. Free will. Unfortunately.
I mean, do you believe that cults hinder human trafficking?
Do they hinder it? I'm not going to say that they hinder it. Do they help it? Probably.
Well, a hinder, help, same thing. So I mean, they make it so it's easier, right? Because people lose their identities, right, to cults. They're not monitored mostly by people. They're not governed by our, you know what I mean? There's not oversight. There's no nothing. I mean, these things are bad. They say even that Dino land is out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Right.
No one to see what's going on there.
I mean, me and you got on Google Earth with it last night or the night before. Even we looked that up. It's literally right off I-65. And I mean, if you really...
They say it's a roadside attraction. They call it a roadside attraction.
Well, they're not going to call it a human trafficking hub. It's not going to be on Google Maps as human trafficking hub.
No, but it is as
no. They've literally got it up underneath the church, though.
Tammy says after you read Noah, get out Enoch and read it. The Nephilim was in the story of Noah, and Tammy is the CPS Breaking News Bible authority. So that ends that conversation. So,
Darren.
Yes.
Jessica sent a message through Sacred Lovisa and said to share it with everybody.
All right.
She can't get on Restream. For some reason, she's having a hard time. So I don't know how we're going to get her on our podcast, just to let you know.
We're going to have to figure something out. She wants to share what?
I don't know. It's something from Burning, a song that they had created together for Sacred Lovisa just recently.
Lloyd Bennett?
Vernon something. Vernon Lloyd Vernon.
Sacred? All right.
Yeah.
Well, Dottie, you got anything to add to this?
Not really.
Yeah, I think we covered this one pretty good today. I do. Even though
I'm still doing research on this. I'm gonna eventually pull up his SEC and get his EIN number and everything like that, because y'all know when I do research on somebody, like I really go deep into it. So
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Well, I sent you a link. That I think that guy that runs that place was charged with something in 2023. Like,
Well, yeah, he did 10 years.
Chat.
He did 10
no,
years.
this is a new charge.
Yeah, the domestic violence, right?
I don't know. I sent.
No, this was a charged with child sex abuse again.
Yeah, something. I believe it was that. Somebody connected to that Dino land.
Yeah,
it says, hold on, I'm going to read it to you. Creationist theme park pal charged with child sex abuse again. The leader of Dino Adventure Land brushed off allegations that his friend abused the child at the theme park. For instance, of assaulting a 9-year-old. Let's see what it says. Hold on. If I can get into it. To join something to the whole thing, and I'm not joining a yearly plan. I'm not paying $35. So there went that one. I pulled something up like that earlier though, about a child sex thing.
Well, he's been charged with something.
Dealing with pedophilia. Yeah, I mean he's got several charges. Even Jessica looked up the background. He had a shitload of charges. Tax fraud being one of them. He's real big about not paying taxes.
So, what I'm coming up with, like what classic, like what they normally call a cult. They're not meeting all those bars.
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
know.
Like there's no isolation
Like I said,
really going on. They say, or control over visitors' lives. Like there's certain
Well, it
things
does
that
say that. No, it
people
does
can
say that
have.
they're in control. It does say
Huh?
that. It does say that they're in control. Like they take their cell phones from them. They're not allowed to have cell phones when they're there.
I'm just saying the research on the internet. I haven't talked to nobody, but so what I'm finding is like, so there's certain things that that are considered to be a cult, right? And they're saying this Dino Land don't meet all those.
Doesn't meet the threshold.
Don't meet the threshold. Like, I mean, I haven't talked to nobody, so I don't know. They could.
you know who Jessica Sexton is?
If they're telling you they don't.
She went and she stayed with Tenawat Downing, right?
Okay.
They stayed a few nights there. And basically, from what I had the conversation last night, is like it was labor trafficking. Okay. Basically you had to work, like if you're staying there, you had to do work on the land. You had to wash the dishes. Whatever was work there that had to be done, the people who stayed there are the ones who built it up.
But
You don't make enough money to go
labor
in.
trafficking going on over there.
Doesn't communities do that? Like when you go into a community, everybody's there to help.
But they don't make
it's
enough
kind of
money
like
to get out
that,
of it.
but they're secluded, and they literally have on premises. They have an evangelistic church there. Like even when you go to Google Earth, like you can see his name, and it'll show evangelist. Hold on, I'll tell you. I wrote it down. I had already started doing some research. Darren had told us the other day to look at it. There is a church that is on location. It's called Creation Science Evangelism Ministries. Now, I did find the owner details of that, which was Randall C. Hanks. So that's another name too. But he had been working on, and he's got 50 years within Baptist pasture. So, there'd been several videos about people talking about it. It was cult-like. It had been brought to our attention that foster children were being brought there, which would make all the more sense because since I-65, which is a major road in the state of Alabama between I-65 and I-20, they're major trafficking routes. So, I don't know. That's just my speculation as far as that goes. I haven't seen anything out there. I'm not going to sit there and accuse, but when I see some things like this, my mind automatically goes left.
I'm trying to find a read up on this here real quick on this. Operates a privately run Christian ministry site focused on young Earth creation teachings. But hey, if you want to go there, it's 855 Big Dino. Call them up.
Are they still open?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's in Repton, Alabama.
And just anybody can go there and like hang out, like as long as you
Unlimited
want.
days. Only unlimited days.
Huh?
Only unlimited days.
Oh. But you
Like
can go there
it's
and
literally, it's literally in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no like actual real towns around it. Like I said, me and Darren
anybody
looked
want to
up
go there and
yesterday.
stay?
Huh?
Why would anybody want to go there?
It says day visitors and overnight guests participate freely, while the ministry accepts volunteers for maintenance and operations.
So you want to go there to do maintenance? Like what? I mean, why does anybody want to go there?
Because they got nowhere else to go.
This is more targeting towards, I guess you can say, lower income people, Andy.
Like homeless people?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Do they get like? Do people get stuck there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take their cell phones from them first and foremost.
Why?
So
Because they don't want them to call people while they're out there. They don't want people taking pictures of what's really going on.
But you can leave. They can leave at any time.
Yeah. It says right here, it says public discussions and interviews with some former wives have addressed experiences at Dinosaur Adventure Land, including allegations of control, financial issues, and relational difficulties.
Oh, Jess did say that, okay, every night he has a seminar and you are forced to go to that seminar.
Because he's
Yeah, like every night at 8 o'clock, right? Or something like that, 7 o'clock, she said.
Something like that.
That's so you can get your daily program in.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, this sounds like it could be what they're saying.
Well, how do people get out in the middle of nowhere if they have no way to, like, they got no money, like, you know, they're
Right off these major highways. These buses, or they have people that go and they find these people and they bring them there.
Mm.
You know, you have people that go out and they hunt people and they say, hey, you're a great, you know, person to come out to here. Why don't you come out here and, you know, see what the world can give you and come out here and learn about this, that, and this, and then come be a part of our family. Weak-willed people it probably targets. That's the word I was looking for. Freeze on. And then it says the facility operates as a free admission creationist ministry site. Open to the public on a voluntary basis.
See, that's probably where he stays cool, because he's, oh, we're open to the public. Nothing to look here.
Right. Don't even bother coming here because we're all set.
Yeah, you know, we're open to the public. Nothing to see.
That's right. Keep on moving, people. We'll open voluntarily when we decide.
He came from Florida, though. I will tell you that much. Pensacola, which, you know, automatically when I think of Florida and I think of Pensacola, you know who I think about? Epstein files.
Mm-hmm. Have we ever cross-referenced Costello with Epstein files?
No. I know Costello works very close with this dude.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And we will get to the...
I think that one's need to sure doing a what you call it, expose.
I mean, a lot of things point at it, and it's to be considered. But if any of you have stories about this Dino Land, you can get a hold of us. You can email us at cpsvhuntingjustice at Gmail. On cpsvhuntingjustice at Gmail. Ministry, Creation Science, Evangelism Ministries Incorporated. One-year sentence suspended. There's the little boy that drowned there. There's also additional claims have surfaced regarding the
Here. Check this out.
What do you got?
I thought you'd be interested in this.
Where are you sending it?
Did I send it in the chat?
Okay. Amy's giving us a Bible lesson. The private chat?
Huh?
Over here in the private chat?
Yeah. The sentient glossary is the second thing I sent.
Okay.
What do you think of that? You think that happens?
Early Earth body to get people to pick up these frequencies in their thoughts through subconscious programming, of course. And then carry out sexual abuse of children worldwide. It's extremely important that any adult with a functioning brain that cares about the welfare of human children be made aware of this disturbing archontic deception strategy, which is specifically target human children for a range of NAA-related psycho-spiritual warfare, biowarfare strategies. Yeah, I agree with this. Probably. At the same time, reinforcing these children to carry out these same agendas into their adulthood. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, if you want to talk about that subject, I feel like a lot of times, people who's dealt with that in their past, it always comes to their future.
I
Kind
took
of like the Ghislaine Maxwell situation. I feel like she was a victim of it, and then she kind of grew into that lifestyle and then become a perpetrator. That's just my personal opinion.
Oh wow, this is crazy.
What?
Just this reading on this stuff.
This, yeah, I thought you would like this little website. So like all those blue, those are all links, right?
Yeah.
Like they all pop up. It's all information.
So I took a course on how to remove, like, people with dual personalities. Do you know how they say that they get the dual personalities?
Yeah, are you talking about
Trauma that they get when they're when the mother's breaching the baby, they get raped.
Yeah.
And that's how you get a dual personality.
Wait, what now?
They do it. Most of it is before the age of 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all right up that alley of all of this stuff.
I usually nobody really knows. Like, I don't really talk about a lot of this kind of stuff because nobody ever knows. And like when I tried before, I flipped people out.
Yeah, no, we learned how to take this away from people, to take their handler away.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what these cults do, is they create a handler for these people. Whether it's through gang stalking, whether it's through any of this stuff. It says the Luciferian cults pass their own kids around for programming and sexual abuse for the purpose of preparing them to carry on the activities of the cult, as these children will rise to power one day and be required to rule with an iron fist.
Yeah.
Wow.
The death cult ideology, that's pretty cool. Not pretty cool, but like good reading for wanting to understand.
Well, I'll tell you this much: Alabama evangelist Kent Hovind arrested on domestic violence charge. That was April 5th, 2021. AL.com reported on that.
It says that they repeat trauma over and over to literally create brain damage so that a child's brain will not develop properly into adulthood, because the actual neurons have been burned out from the intense voltage of the traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
This is who does this? Who does this to the children?
Foster parents.
CPS, correct. The same thing.
That's what. Well, it's not the same thing. It is what it is, right?
Right. It's the same damn thing. The trauma that they create in these kids. The second that they take you away from your parents, man, they have just created a huge scar in your life.
They gotta maintain the bloodline.
Yep. It says right here, the result is what they want. This is very hard for a sane person to understand, but we need to wake up to this, try to understand it, because we are being ruled and governed by these people who have split personalities, alternate personalities running the show, as well as partial to full dark entity possession, while this activity is happening behind the scenes in secret. That's what is it? What's the mind control trick the government does on us? What's that program?
Which one?
What's the one that everybody talks about?
Oh, MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. That's
Is that what
exactly
you're
what
talking
MK
about?
Ultra does, right? Yeah, this is exactly what that is. Because they realize, they are aware that spiritual suffering causes a culture to be damaged and weakened. Therefore, they can exploit, control, and manipulate humanity through their deceptions. Exactly what's going on here. So if you think about this, what they've done is they've created this whole concept of destroying children's brains, us as children growing up, destroying our children and the next generations with so much trauma, so they can control all of them. Because they're saying now 75% of the kids by the age of 18 will have had some sort of CPS run-in or not. Will have some sort of a CPS interaction.
Yeah.
Creating trauma. Therefore, they can exploit, control, and manipulate humanity through their deceptions. Genital mutilation. What has CPS just been promoting?
Genital manipulation.
I don't know. What? Sex change?
Yeah, genital mutilation.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. This is knowing the reason why they rape and torture children in great numbers, and that humans are just farm animals to these people. We have to know that this exists so that we can do something about it and pay attention to the ways we can be a support to a mass global disclosure of these particular events.
Yeah.
Michelle, just to let you know what the topic of tonight has been, we've been investigating Dinosaur Adventure Land in Repton, Alabama, about it being an occult.
Luciferian bloodlines.
Yeah, I mean, just really looking at it, because a lot of times our cults are the ones who are culprits of child trafficking. We have found out there's definitely labor trafficking going on in this situation. So.
And see, these kids, these children that have the child sexual abuse implanted thoughts, like they're calling, or the SRAs, they don't even know it's bad.
No.
They don't have a clue, so they don't know. It's sick, and this is what CPS is doing to kids. This is exactly what they're doing. And it's got to stop. Because we're looking at a full-on generational transition from free thought and will to complete control.
All right. Does anybody else got anything to say for tonight?
No, I'm good. This is something else.
That website, you'll get lost in it.
Yeah, I've been in it. I've been a long time since I visited it, so
Oh, okay.
I think I should go back and revisit this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of people out there that I can help when I learn how to take care of all this stuff. There's a lot of people out there that I should be helping that I'm not. So, all right, guys. I think it's time. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm ready for a cigarette.
All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this. Sorry if it was torturous and tough at times, but it needed to be said. So thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. We'll see you all next Friday night.
From the ashes of betrayal, the Punisher awakens! From the ashes, from the ashes, from the ashes, from the ashes of betrayal, the Punisher awakens! A devoted father with a heart forged in steel. CPS kicked the door and turned this perfect world to hell. Daughter snatched without proof, no abuse, no neglect. Just that twisted lies and the system begging for wreck.
Family shattered, nights filled with endless pain. But in the darkness, something merciless remains.
Through the fire and the loss, his spirit never broke. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. War has been invoked. I am the CPS Punisher. Punish the lies, fighting for my daughter, for every family that cries. Exposing the corruption, tearing down their walls. Reunite the children, hear the righteous call. CPS Punisher. The system's gonna fall. Devoted father rising, answering the wall. Podcast blazing live, truth cutting like a blade tip. And the Punisher, the message never fades. Teaching parents their rights, arming them to defend against the machine that breaks families just to pretend.
Helping the broken, to silence the scared. Documenting every case where justice has been impaired.
Evil and flames consumed his home in the dead of night. When everything was lost, beneath that raging light, the mission burned hotter. Refusal to submit, a father's wrath eternal. To